Most guys believe that when they're not around, a woman just goes on with her life like nothing happened. But the truth is a lot more complicated. When you're not there, her mind doesn't just shut off. She feels things, notices things, and starts making comparisons if she doesn't admit it. And that's where psychology hits hard. Absence either creates value or exposes weakness. Today I am gonna show you exactly what runs through her head when you not by her side, so you'll finally understand the harsh truth no one ever told you. 1. She tests how much she misses you when you're gone. The first thing she does, consciously or not, is test how much she actually misses you. If your presence was valuable, she feel that emptiness. If not, she barely notice. Think about it. Have you ever stopped hanging out with someone and realized your life felt exactly the same? That's the sign of zero impact. But the same goes for relationships. And here's the tough part. When a woman realizes she doesn't really miss you, she starts questioning if being with you is worth it. It's not about being clingy or chasing her. It is about creating value so that your absence is felt. If you always bring calm, energy, or fun to the table, she's going to miss that. If all you brought was drama, trust me, she feel relieved, not sad. The lesson? Don't aim to always be around. Aim to make your presence unforgettable. That way, when you're gone, she'll notice the void. And this void is the first step toward her reevaluating your worth compared to anyone else around her. 2. She starts comparing you to others, like it or not. Comparison is human nature. When you're not around, she unconsciously starts comparing you to other men friends, coworkers, even random guys she sees. The question in her head is, do I feel more valued with him or with someone else? That's where your true worth gets measured. And here's the kicker. Women aren't always comparing money or looks. They compare how you make them feel. Are you the guy who keeps his cool, or the one who blows up over little things? Are you the one who inspires her, or the one who drags her down? That comparison doesn't stop just because you're not there. In fact, it gets stronger. So if you want to stand out, don't play the game of better than the other guy. Instead, focus on being different. Be the man who doesn't beg, doesn't chase, and doesn't lose his frame. That contrast alone will make her realize you're on another level. 3. She notices her own emotions. When you're gone, she starts paying attention to how she feels without you. Some women feel anxious, others feel calm, and some, honestly, feel happier. That's a harsh truth most guys don't want to hear, but it's better to face reality than live in denial. If being with you brings her peace, she'll notice the stress when you're gone. If being with you drains her, she'll notice how good it feels to breathe. And that realization can completely shift the way she sees you. Emotions don't lie, and absence amplifies them. This is why working on yourself is non-negotiable. If you're the kind of man who radiates confidence, who adds value and growth into her life, she's going to feel the difference the moment you're not there. If not, your absence might feel like a relief. Which one do you think makes her chase harder? For she questions your importance. Absence also pushes her to question, how important is he to my life? If the answer feels blurry, that's when doubts start creeping in. Women don't always leave because of a fight. Sometimes they leave because deep down, they stopped seeing the point. Think about it, importance isn't declared, it's felt. If you've got your own goals, your own vibe, and your own confidence, she sees you as an anchor. But if you're always dependent on her attention, your importance gets weaker. A man who can stand alone will always hold more weight in her mind. And here's the truth. Your value isn't measured by how often you re-around, but by how strong your presence feels, even when you're gone. If she's questioning your importance, it means you need to raise your own standards, not chase her approval. 5. She tests her freedom when you're not there. She feels free. And what she does with that freedom reveals a lot. Some women use it to recharge and miss you more. Others use it to explore, flirt, or even test how life feels without you. That's the uncomfortable reality. It doesn't mean she's cheating, it means absence opens the door to curiosity. And curiosity can either remind her how much she values you or how little she needs you. That SY no contact works so well, it forces her to sit with her own freedom and see what she does with it. The key for you is not to panic. Don't rush back in, don't beg, don't chase. Let her face her own freedom. If your presence had true weight, she realized she doesn't want to lose it. Not, then better to know the truth now than waste more time. 6. she analyzes your absence. When you're not around, women think about why you're not there. Is it because you're busy? Because you're choosing yourself? Or because you're indifferent? The meaning she attaches to your absence can either raise your value or lower it. For example, if you're gone because you're chasing her, she feels in control. If you're gone because you're focused on your own goals, she feels curious. Suddenly, she's the one wondering what you're up to. That shift changes everything. So don't underestimate the power of absence. If it looks like weakness, you lose. If it looks like strength, you win. The way she interprets your absence depends on the life you're rebuilding when you're not around. That's what keeps her guessing, and guessing means she's thinking about you. 7. She realizes if she values you. At the end of the day, her biggest realization when you're not there is whether she values you or not. Absence strips away the noise and shows the truth. If she's happier, you were a burden. If she's emptier, you were a source of value. Simple as that. And that's why you should never be afraid of giving space. Space reveals what words hide, shows if her love is genuine or forced, if her respect is real or fake. You don't need to convince her of your worth shed. Feel it in your absence. So instead of fearing what she feels when you're not around, embrace it. Because whether it brings her closer or pushes her away, you'll finally know the truth. And truth, even when it hurts, always sets you free. Conclusion. Now that you know what really goes on in her mind when you're not there, the real question is, are you going to use this to level up your confidence or keep falling into the same traps? The harsh truth is, it's never about controlling what she feels. It's about controlling what you project. When you respect yourself, focus on your growth, and stand firm, the game flips in your favor. So let me ask you, are you ready to live like that? If you are, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and stick around because there's a lot more truth coming your way.